Yes, the rumors are true. It might actually snow in New York City this weekend. But there are still many uncertainties with this storm, including whether the air mass can stay cold enough to support snow at all. Let's break it down. Hey, good afternoon, y'all. It's John with the New York Metro weather. Today is Tuesday, January 2nd. Happy New Year to everybody. And man, does it feel good to talk about snow at all. It has been so long since we've had to even look at the potential for any snow of significance in the New York City metro area, as we are approaching 700 consecutive days without more than an inch of snow. So here we are. We're looking at a winter storm threat. You see it right on your screen. This is valid for Sunday morning around 1 o'clock in the morning. It's the latest GFS model. And as you can see, we have a low pressure system right along the New Jersey coast and snow across parts of the interior mid-Atlantic and New England, with some of that snow impacting parts of the New York City metro area. So this is the modeled system that we are tracking that could bring snow to our area and into New England through the weekend. So how do we get here? What's this storm doing and how is it happening? It's very unique and very complex. This storm is originating in the western United States in this trough that ejects out into the plains. The blue is showing you where the trough of lower pressure is and lower heights, and the red is showing you those higher heights. So this system ejects out this way towards the Mississippi and Ohio Valley, and then moves towards the United States. It's not an incredibly deep or strong or powerful nor'easter. It just has quite a bit of moisture with it and the potential to bring that moisture northward. So let's start with what's working in favor of this storm. And there's a couple things that stick out to me here. First of all, the storm system is tracking eastward, and the air mass north of it in eastern Canada is cooler than normal. We have a high pressure that's situated here. You see these oranges and yellows. That's showing you higher heights, and that equals high pressure at the surface. So we have a high pressure sitting here with some cold air. Secondly, we have a trough over the northern Atlantic and parts of Newfoundland that's acting to keep that high in place, right? So this high pressure can't just escape away from our area. It's sort of forced to stay here because of this trough that develops over the Atlantic and this ridge that's all the way up here over Greenland. So those are a couple things that are working in favor of the storm, right? We have the moisture, we have some cold, we have a high pressure to keep that cold in place, and the atmospheric pattern is set up so that there's a window where that cold could hold in place. Now let's talk about what's working against it. And the main thing is that the disturbance, so you're looking at vorticity here, just spin in the atmosphere, but the disturbance is tracking into our area from the southwest. And whenever that happens, we have advection of warmer air coming towards our region, right? When we look at our bigger winter storms, we typically get a low pressure off the coast, and the disturbance will be way over here. This one is back over the Ohio Valley, which means that our area is in the warmer sector of the storm. We're getting sort of a west-southwesterly flow. That ushers in warmer air. And so immediately, what that means is that we're going to be fighting that warmer air and dependent on that high pressure to our north to keep that warmer air in place. So that is working against this system for sure, and the models are suggesting that it's going to be a really tight battle between the cold and warm air. Here's that battle visualized. So this is valid Saturday evening, and you see the models are pushing this storm towards our area, but there's two low pressure areas. There's one here over the Ohio Valley, eastern Ohio, Pennsylvania, and we have a second one developing off the coast. This is typically not a great track for the New York City metro area to see significant snowfall, but the models key in on this secondary low, and the snow is able to just hang on in parts of eastern PA, New Jersey, and the New York City metro Sunday morning before it pushes away from the area. As you can see here, this is razor's edge, right? Any adjustments to this track are going to totally change the way this storm looks in our area. If you move it north, you introduce rain. If you move it south, you probably introduce some more snow to the forecast. So there's a lot of uncertainty here when we're right on the line between snow and rain, and that is kind of fielding the uncertainty that we have here. And it's one of the reasons why I've cautioned against buying into these headlines that are saying we're going to get a huge storm, and the apps that are showing 6, 12, whatever inches of snow. We can't be doing that at this range. It's irresponsible. There's still a lot of time to go here. One of the things we like to utilize are ensembles. I talk about these a lot. And the reason that they're so useful is because instead of just looking at one model run, we can look at several that run underneath that model and give us a spread of possibilities. As you can see, there is a huge spread of potential tracks of this storm. This is valid Sunday morning. Some models have this storm right on the New Jersey coast. The other ones have it way down here, right about at the latitude of the Carolinas. So that's a very, very different track with this system, and the models really are slowly tightening up the track, but this is a huge difference in impacts in the New York City metro area. And so it's very important to know that we still have a vast range of possibilities with this storm. And going back to this graphic, you can see that a difference of, the Carolinas to New Jersey here is going to totally impact what we see from this system. Now, one thing that we do like to do is we take the blend of all these ensembles and we look at some probabilities. What is the chance, if you blend all these ensembles together, of significant snow or snow at all in the New York City metro? So we're going to use the GFS ensemble here and look at those possibilities. I'm going to slide us down to the Mid-Atlantic view to get us a better view of New York. So here's the possibility of 1 inch of snow. This yellow line right here corresponds to 50%. So the GFS model, its ensembles are saying there's a 50-50 chance of an inch of snow in New York City with this system. It's obviously higher, 60 and 70%, when you go inland into New Jersey and eastern Pennsylvania. So 50 to 60%. It's not terrible, but it's right around in the middle of chances of 1 inch. Here's the probability of 3 inches. And you can see that's much lower. It's about 30% in New York and about 50% further inland in New Jersey and in the higher elevations of Pennsylvania. And then if you take that to 6 inches, the probabilities are even lower in New York, right around 10, maybe about 20%. And you have slightly higher probabilities of 30, 40% in the interior. So again, the probability of about 1 inch on this ensemble suggests that it's around 50%, about half, maybe slightly higher than half in the New York City metro area. And for 3 inches, it's lower. It's about 30, 40%. So what this is telling us is that we still have a long time to go. We look at these ensembles. We know that this storm system is right on the edge of being warm or cold in our area. And we see this spread of possible solutions. So we have to take it slow here with this forecast and try to get some better confidence in the next couple of days. Let's break down the timing, though, assuming the storm does come through. It's Saturday evening. This is valid around 7 o'clock Saturday. Storm's coming in. Low pressure's coming in. We'll probably have some rain near the New Jersey coast and snow inland. And then this is valid at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning on Sunday is when we have that potential for accumulating snow, especially inland in parts of New Jersey, eastern Pennsylvania. And then this is the morning commute on Sunday now. This is 7 a.m., so the storm is moving away from the area. But if it is wintry enough, if it does stay just cold enough, we could have snow falling during the Monday morning commute. So we need to keep a close eye on this system. That's especially true, again, in the interior of northern New Jersey, eastern PA, southeast New York, and then into New England as the storm traverses the area. It is a Saturday evening into Sunday morning thing, and then by Sunday afternoon, this storm is out of the way and out of the picture and into New England. So again, we're going to be right on the edge with this one, folks. It's going to take a couple of days. I cannot stress this enough. Please don't look at the apps for specifics. If they're telling you snowfall totals and amounts, ignore it. We're going to break this down. We're going to look at the probabilities and build some confidence in the next couple of days. We do not know yet if this is going to be a significant notable snowfall in New York or not. We're right on the edge. Right now, we favor probably some accumulating snow, but we're not confident yet in anything of significance. So stick with us. We're going to break it down over the next couple days. We're right on the edge here, and we'll keep tracking it with you as we go through the rest of this week. As always, if you have any questions, please do not hesitate. Leave them right here in the comments. Shoot us an email, whatever we can do to help. We are happy to help you. We'll be tracking this with you over the next couple of days. Have a great evening, guys. Talk to you soon.